This is honestly the best sandwich I've ever made. And there's one thing that I do differently with my steak sandwiches that make them better than the rest. So here I have a nice thick cut of ribeye steak, and you want to go for at least 1.5 inches or about 2 inches. And I'll go ahead and generously season this up with some salt. Now I'm also going to use some fresh cracked black pepper. And a lot of people will say not to pepper your steak before you cook it because it could burn the pepper on the steak. Maybe I just got used to it, but I don't really care too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my pepper now. I'm gonna add this to a 250-degree oven until the internal temp of the steak hits 125. So I'm gonna just throw this in the oven. I'm not gonna show you that shot because my oven is absolutely disgusting. So for the arugula, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of salt, fresh cracked pepper. And I just happen to have a lemon laying around, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some lemon juice in there as well. Let's give that a toss. For the bread, I'm using this ciabatta loaf, but I think any crusty bread like a sourdough or even like a hoagie roll would go really great with this sandwich. Instead of using butter, I'm actually gonna be using some truff mayo, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spread this all over the inside of the bread first. All right, so I'm gonna throw a large pan onto our cooktop, and I'm gonna bring this up to medium heat to toast up our buns. I'm then gonna crank the heat up to a medium high, add some oil to the pan, and sear my steak on both sides. And what's cool about the technique that we use to cook it is that you don't officially have to let it rest before you slice into it. I think one of the things that I don't like about some steak sandwiches is when they cut the meat really thick, and then when you go to take a bite, you end up just pulling a big piece of steak out of the sandwich. These thinner cuts just make it easier to eat. So if we actually wanted to go one step further, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut these again. Let's assemble a sandwich. So we got our ciabatta bread that we toasted up earlier. I am going to add more of our truff mayo. Get it on the nice and thick like. And then to that, we're gonna add some of our dressed arugula, maybe a little over dressed. And then here we have some sliced tomatoes. Season your tomatoes, just a pinch of salt. And now I'm gonna go with a nice hefty stack of our minced steak. Minced? Sliced? Again, just easier to eat. Oh, that looks amazing. We'll take our top piece here and I'm gonna add some more of our truffle mayo to the top of that as well. And before we add the crown to its king, I'm gonna put some fried shallots on our bun to get it to stick a little bit. And then I'll add some more to the sandwich. Oh, and there it is. I gotta take a picture for a thumbnail. Then we'll come back and we'll bite it.